Hi all, this is Sean from Time and Talk. So today I wanted to make a video about my latest acquisition, which is actually a G-Shock, a 5600. So I've been meaning to get one of these in for a while, to be honest, and I'm not really a G-Shock type of guy, so I just wanted to outline my thoughts, my perspective on this particular G-Shock which I've bought. I'm wearing it at the moment, and just so you know, you will spot a random child's plaster on my finger. I forgot to take it off before I started the video, so I'm not strange. My 3-year-old son just wants to put this on, so off we go. Okay, so here it is. So this watch is beloved by the watch community. Obviously the G-Shock is massively popular, and this is actually the only G-Shock I really like. And in terms of a little bit of history, it's been gone through before, but in 1983 the DW5000 came out, the first ever G-Shock. Obviously it looks a little bit like this, to be honest. And then in 1987 you got the first ever version of this. And basically the features of it: it's 200 meter water resistant, it has an alarm, it has a stopwatch, it has an automatic calendar, which is apparently a perpetual calendar which will last for a long time. It's got a light and all that jazz. And we know the way this looks. It's a square watch, and you can get a bunch of different variations of this. And I just wanted to make this video really in terms of to tell you what I think of it, because I'm not really that into G-Shocks. I'm not massively into them. I'm not a massive G-Shock fan, but I've always thought that I wanted one of these models because they're just so legendary, and also because they make amazing beta watches. So I've been looking for one for a while, and you check out on eBay and see what they're going for and things like that. And the retail price is between £79 and £100 as far as I'm aware. And this one I bought for £50 with all the box and all the tin and all that sort of stuff. So it's basically brand new. And it came yesterday, and first thing I thought was, when I opened the box, was it's smaller than I thought, which is really good for me because I've got a 6¼ inch wrist, which is quite slim for a man's wrist, and it works quite well on my wrist. And generally I just thought that the design of this particular watch looks a lot better in the kind of resin plastic black case than it did in the previous version that I did have. So I had a full metal G-Shock about 2 or 3 years ago, and I bought it on a whim, and I never really fell in love with it. It wasn't really me, but this one much more so, and I'm really enjoying it. I think you just look at the design, and I've written down here on my notes, it's a timeless design, and to a certain extent it isn't. It's a very 80s design, but that's the point really. When people wear these watches, they're trying to tell somebody a little bit about themselves. Well, that's what I think anyway. And we're making a deliberate choice to wear a digital electronic watch. But this particular one is a little bit less out there than the metal version, a little bit more under the radar, and really perfect for being a beta watch, being an everyday watch, being a really tough watch. You just see me modeling it here just to show you what it looks like on my wrist. And this is really one of the most affordable icons that you can buy, really. And along with some other Casio watches, it's got amazing cachet. You can see here how well it wears on my wrist. Like I said, 6¼ inch wrist, and it's really comfortable. And in terms of the case, the bezel, the bracelet, it's all designed to be really tough. So you can wear it anywhere. It's a really good, as I said, it's a really good beta watch. Pretty much the only drawbacks I can see of this watch is that the buttons seem to me to be a little bit difficult to press sometimes, and it won't work with some clothes. You can see that's nitpicky because I'm wearing a shirt and a jumper, relatively smart clothes, I guess, hopefully here. But I'm really excited about this watch. I really love it so far. And the last thing I wanted to talk about really was the idea of, does everyone need the G-Shock in their collection? I was all ready to be kind of cynical about this and say, no. And I don't like the idea of, everyone must have a Speedmaster, everyone must have this, everyone must have that, because it becomes like you're trying to buy watches just because everyone else has them, and it seems to me to be incredibly wasteful as well. Pretentiously, I call myself a minimalist. But what I would say is if you've been on the lookout for one of these and you've been putting it off, perhaps you should try one. And it's always good to try new things, because I bought this on a whim really, and I'm really, really liking it. Tell me what you think of this watch. Thanks very much for watching this short video. Bye bye.